there, Helen Hart Smith here from the Heart of the Witch's Path YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping in for another video and welcome back. If you're a returner, if you're a newbie, hi! Thanks for stopping by. If you like what this video has and want to see more content, I invite you to please do so. And if you'd like to subscribe, hit that lovely button down there and give us a thumbs up. All right, now that we got the business out of the way, let's get into the meat of this video. So, I got behind again in my YouTube Pagan Challenge for 2016, so we're going to play a little bit of a catch-up today. Last week was kind of weird because we, if you follow us here at the channel, follow me at the channel, it's just me here, guys. Sometimes Kathy's here too. Hi, Kathy. Wow. Longest intro ever. I was in Chicago a couple of weekends ago with some friends and celebrating birthdays. The roomie turned 40 this year. So we had to have a little getaway to celebrate her birthday. And and then work was really crazy last week, so it really put me behind. So that's why I'm converging 2 weeks into one. And today we are going to be answering week 16 and week 17's questions. So let's start with week 16. That question is, what spiritual practice do you do most often? And for me, I was thinking about this a little bit, like, you know, trying to evaluate. And there's a few things that I do, like most often. I think the biggest thing that I do most often would be the giving of energy to someone for a specific purpose. It seems like there's always someone that I know that is sick, that is battling some form of illness, or knows someone who is battling some form of illness. And so I'm constantly trying to give energetic support in that capacity. I've also had a lot of experience recently with people losing loved ones. And so, of course, you want to give them energy to kind of be encouraging and to help them, you know, kind of begin their healing process. And so I find myself doing that quite a bit. I also find myself giving energy if someone's having a hard time. You know, family members are having some difficulties that they're going through, so I give them energetic support. So that's something that I do almost on a daily basis. You know, I'll light a candle for them. I will send energy. I might contact my animal spirits or other spirit allies to help get them the energy that they need. And so that's pretty much a daily type thing. And aside from that, I do try to have a daily practice of offerings and meditation and journaling. And so that is important to me as well to maintain. So those are probably the biggest things that I do the most often as part of my spiritual practice. So that's the week 16 question. Now, week 17 is, what does this time of year mean to you? And since we are coming upon Beltane, I'm thinking more and more about what that means for what does this Sabbath mean to me personally? What does it mean to my practice? What does it mean to my coven? Things of that nature. And for us, the celebration of Beltane really is about the God coming into the essentially manhood. He moves from child into man, and he and the goddess fall in love, and they consummate that love, and she becomes pregnant with the god that will then be born on Yule. And so a lot of traditional practices will look at the Great Rite as this is known. And there might be some covens or groups or individuals that celebrate in a real, celebrate the Great Rite as its original intention, which is the sexual act of two people coming together. We celebrate it within my coven a version of the Great Rite that isn't a sexual experience. It is a metaphoric rendition. So I think about that. I think about how Beltane is, you know, spring in its fullness, although I think we're still kind of waiting for a real spring to happen here in mid-Michigan, because it's a rather chilly day. But for me personally, I think about connecting with the earth as I get back outside and tend to flower beds and things of that nature. I tend to have potted herbs that we will harvest from throughout the summer. So I'll be evaluating what plants survived or didn't survive the winter, and purchasing plants and getting those things underway. I'm also I'm looking into doing some container gardening this year. So really connecting with the goddess in her earth aspect, getting your hands in the earth and reconnecting that way, and exchanging energies that way. We also have 2 trees in our backyard. We have an oak tree and a cedar tree that we generally, we tend to throughout the year, but we give them special attention about this time of year as the warmth, you know, really kind of takes hold in our area. So that's what it means to me. It's very rejuvenating this time of year. April tends to be a very busy month for me and my friends, just because we have birthdays in that month, and it tends to be a very month-long celebration for us. So coming into May and coming into Beltane, it's a time for schedule to get back to normal and things of that nature. So yeah, that's what this time of year means for me. So again, I hope you find this interesting. I'm enjoying this challenge, even though I keep getting behind and catching up. So if you're hanging in there with me and watching these videos, thank you for doing so. And until the next video, I will say later for now. Thanks for walking the path a little while with me, and blessed be.